You're looking for someone.
So am I.
My wife went missing. Your daughter, she might still be alive.
Board, and you get started whenever you're ready. You have 10 minutes.
Gotcha. I'm gonna do a little intro. Bill, how are you?
Hi, William. Hi. Hi
Looking
there.
forward to this, man. I'm gonna do a little intro and we'll get started, Bill. Sound good?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're so excited to have with us here today the producer of a wonderful new film called The Furious that comes out June 12th. Bill Komg. Bill, say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody. This is Bill Komg from The
Yeah.
Furious.
Yes, Bill Komg. And so I'm so happy to be here with you, Bill. You are one of the most prolific producers of Chinese cinema as well as Hong Kong cinema that has ever existed. Your filmography is long, exhaustive, and thorough, and it includes some of the best movies in the genre. How did this happen?
Well, it happened. It happened by 3 years back. When a friend of mine from Hollywood went and visited me in Hong Kong. And we talk about the old times, and they said, "Wow, those were the days that you made all this great movie." And I. But in the past 10, 15 years, I never heard from you, or never heard of see your movie. I thought you were dead. So I said, really? Yes, because we miss those movies. Then I thought to myself, really? Somebody in Hollywood missed my movies? So I thought, well, maybe, then I called Kenji, and Frank, my producer. He said, well, I met this friend who told me that they think that we still they think that there are still people in America that really want to see some good action movie. Do you think we are qualified? Do you think we could do something that will make them happy? That's the beginning. Okay, if
Love it.
somebody from LA came to Hong Kong and sort of told me he thought I was dead. That's how I started it. Yeah.
That's
So I
hilarious.
wanted, yeah. So after this, I'm going to tell him that I'm not, I'm still here. And I'm gonna be here a long time.
Well, I believe that. Trust me, I believe that.
Yeah.
Now, what I love about this movie, it's such a continental movie. The continent of Asia is center stage here. You have a great Hong Kong actor in the lead. You have Joe Taslim, who's Indonesian. You have a Japanese director. This is such a continental film. Do you sense that those differences in culture are what make this movie so great?
I think not necessarily the culture. I mean, because I think that they are great. I think the actors themselves are great. First of all, the story is set in Southeast Asia. It didn't have a specific country, but it's set in Southeast Asia. So getting the local different people from different country to be there is very natural. First of all, it's very natural. It's very natural. Then so I think that it just land itself that I think more important is the actors themselves, like Joe, Brian, Yan Yan, they just fit naturally into the character, because the way that we set up the story takes place in somewhere in Southeast Asia, not necessarily a big, like it's not like in the middle of Manila. It's not like that, but it is small enough yet cosmopolitan enough,
I would agree with you, and I love how you leave it inconspicuous. It's kind of just up to us to figure that out, and that kind of works. Let me ask you though, because you've had such a long career, why did you start in the first place? What made you want to be the producer that you are?
because I want to come back I want to come back to make an international movie. I want to come back and see whether I can still do it.
I would think, yeah, you know what, I gotta tell you, based on the results, you still got it, Bill.
I think I have to say a lot of that have to do with Kenji. You know, I don't, I
Yeah, I
don't, I
was
don't, I
talking to him
don't.
yesterday.
I think I've been lucky to work with people that are really good. I work with Ang Lee, who is really fantastic. So I've been very fortunate to be able to meet up with the right person. At the right time.
Yeah, I mean, when you throw out a name like Ang Lee, that has a lot of weight to it. By the
Yeah.
way, that's a great movie, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Fantastic movie.
Yes, yes, yeah. I think I do agree because yeah, again, I don't want to I don't want to take credit for I think that the I think Ang is a great director.
He really is. And I mean, all you can do is put him in the right place to make that movie, and you did exactly that. Same thing here with Kenji. All you can do is put him in the position to let his talent shine, and I really
Yes,
think he did that here.
same as Kenji. I think that Kenji has potentially is going to be a great director also.
I would agree.
Yeah, I think that especially, and I will put my money on any kind of action film he does.
You know, I kind of want to see another one now too. After seeing The Furious, this is one that when it came across my desk, I was very excited about, and so I'm glad that it lived up to my high expectations of it. Now, I want to
Good.
ask you, um, who are some people in your business that you look up to that are inspirations to you? I always love to hear that from other people.
Oh, oh. Well, listen, William. I think that I don't because we are talking about because we are elderly people. We are not young. So the names that I'm going to name out is nobody's going to know about. Nobody ever heard of these people. That
But that's how those
it,
legends spread, is through
the
word of mouth.
I mean, uh, uh, I don't know because well, first of all, the people I will only talk about people who are producers, okay, not directors because I'm a producer, okay. The you
Yeah.
know I always look at I think there are a lot of for example, uh, I don't want to. I have many, many, many friends in America, but in America they have a different system. This is a different system of work. Okay, but I so look at the people I look up to. I look at friends is people who are from the European, because I think the European film industry is more. You need to have a good producer and things like that. There's a guy from London which I think was very good, was like David Putnam, which I thought was very good. Okay, uh, 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 and then I think that even in the older days, Dino De Laurentiis is very good. I think in the old days that uh, 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 I think you probably know he bought the film to the right of the Dune so many years back. Although he did make one and not very successful, but I think that but anyway, a lot of these people from Europe, which are great producers, I think they're producers in in France, which I really adore. So I have a lot of very very uh, uh, producers who are in Europe, which I really admire upon and look upon them, because I think the system in Europe of making movie is similar to what we do in Asia. you have to go up and raise money. You have to be good at put things together, and I think that you have to have good taste. You have to have, it's not a studio system where there's this, which is different. Yeah.
It is completely different. I like the mention of Dino De Laurentiis. I'm a huge fan of the Thomas Harris novels, and he had the rights to those for many years and put together some of the best films in cinema with those properties. So I love that you mentioned Dino there. It was a great pull.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna close it out here because I only have one
Yes.
minute left. I would like you to tell the audience why they should check out your film here on June 12th when it comes out. Why should they check out The Furious?
Okay, The Furious is not just a simple movie. Okay, it is a cinematic a joyride. It's an action joyride. You will go into the cinema, plug yourself into this big black box. In 10 minutes time, you will be driven into the characters of Wong Wei finding his daughter. Then from then onward, you are in this roller coaster going up and down until the final 30 minutes when they take you down from 90 story to right to the ground floor. I think that you will come out screaming, switching your hand like that, oh man, and you will feel pain, because it's so all the fighting is so hurt, and I think that you will come out and saying that, wow, that was fun, that was a great ride. So I truly believe that if you do that on June 12th, you will not regret it.
And I really think everybody should take the time on June 12th to see the film when it comes out, because the more times you see it when it comes out, the longer the legs are going to be, and the more you can get to the theaters and other people can get to the theaters and see the movie. So heed Bill's advice here and see the film on June 12th when it comes out. Thank you so much, Bill, for spending time with me
Thank you,
today.
William.